Smith was probing the topic of the nuclear enrichment with the Secretary of War. I want you to listen to a piece of it. Give me your take, please.
So they haven't broken yet. Okay, we haven't gotten there yet for all of the...
Well, their nuclear facilities have been obliterated. Underground, they're buried, and we're watching them 24/7. So we know where any nuclear material
reclaiming
might be.
My time for just a quick second here. We had to start this war, you just said, 60 days ago, because the nuclear weapon was an imminent threat. Now you're saying that it was completely obliterated?
They had not given up their nuclear ambitions, and they had a conventional shield of thousands of missiles.
So Operation Midnight Hammer accomplished nothing of substance. It left us at exactly the same place we were before.
You think that answer
So I take my
gets him on borrowed time?
I take my analysis from this. I don't know about Hegseth. You know, it wasn't my choice. I didn't think that. Knowing President Trump the way I do, I didn't think that was the right situation there, just because of experience. But I take my information about this from the IAEA based in Austria, and I had him on my program. This guy is second in command. He says, look, we bombed the hell out of them last July and did severe damage to their nuclear ambitions. However, they had in other places in the country enriched uranium, and they pivoted right over to that to continue their pursuit of a nuclear weapon. That makes perfect sense to me, Cuomo. Does it not to you?
I think that their ambitions are clear. They would love to have a nuclear weapon. I think the mistake, as we've gone over before, is that predicating the need for imminent military action unilaterally on the basis of the emergency that they were weeks away from having a nuclear weapon is a false premise. They were not weeks away from a nuclear weapon, but they certainly
That's not what
want
the weapons
one.
people say.
That is exactly
not what the weapons people say.
It is exactly what they say. Nobody
say
told you they were weeks
away
from having a nuclear weapon. Nobody told you that from the IAEA.
They absolutely didn't. They absolutely did, Cuomo. If you watch, and we can just punch it on up on BillO'Reilly.com, they said that this uranium enrichment program is moving quickly. Now, they didn't put a timeline on it, but it was serious enough where the inspectors, and that's what the deal would be, the inspectors would have to go in, were demanding to go in to see where they are. Now, if you want to play a gotcha game on what was said before Iran, okay, I don't mind that. You can gotcha all day long. But a lot of Americans don't believe that Iran is a threat. They don't believe it.
Well, then
no matter what you say, they're not going to believe it.
Then they're stupid. I don't believe that there's any significant population of critical thinkers in America. I didn't call you stupid. I'm saying anyone who thinks the regime in Iran is not a threat is stupid. They would love to kill us. If they had a nuclear weapon, they would almost certainly use it. There's no question that we would be better off if this regime were gone. That's why I said to you early on, why is the president saying he won't remove the regime? How do you make a deal with a bunch of dirtbag terrorists? They're not going to keep the deal any better than they did in 2015. That's all I'm saying.
Because Trump doesn't have the power to demand that the regime be removed. Who's going to remove them? All right, they're executing people every day over there. So the two things that have to happen are weapons inspectors in, reasonable. NATO should be absolutely behind that 100% and helping the USA reach that plateau. And then the United States basically saying to Iran, if you misbehave again, then we're going to close down the straits again and starve you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.